but it's a very, it should last a long time is the goal. And so these are the platform. They're smaller, they're high potency, they're supposed to be safe. They did cause some inflammation in the phase 1. In theory, Allergan's fixed that. The rationale for less frequent dosing, it looks like the half-life's about twice of Lucentis and Rabidise. If you look at the curves, you should get longer action than ranibizumab and potentially trap. The devil is in the details, and it doesn't matter until you put it into patients. It's currently in a phase 2 trial that will have the results at the Academy, basically testing it against VEGF trap to see, does this thing last as long or longer? Have they solved the inflammation issue? But the nice thing about this is it's such a smaller molecule. You could probably put this in a sustained release device easier than our bigger molecules, bevacizumab and ranibizumab. And this is the study design for Allergan, and we'll know at the Academy whether it's a potential player or not. What about Optitech? There's been a lot of press releases about this. It's an anti-PDGF combination. The thought is there's all kinds of things happening in AMD, but when the new blood vessels start to grow, as they mature, they get pericytes on them. The pericytes basically block where the anti-VEGF should work. And so if you have a drug that strips off pericytes, it should make it where even the more mature blood vessels can get more anti-VEGF therapy. And so that's what this is. This is a pegylated aptamer that blocks PDGF, which makes pericytes strip. Here it is in a corneal neovascularization model. The only cornea stuff I'm going to show you ever. You see the green guys are these pericytes, and it strips it off. Again, another corneal, it prevents new blood vessel growth. If you have more mature membranes, there's probably a lot of it that can't get VEGF. That's the rationale. Here's their trial. You get Ovista, which is their trade name, plus ranibizumab versus monotherapy. In other words, if this works, people are going to have to get 2 shots a month. They're going to love that. Demographics pretty equal. It looks like their visual acuities are better, and this is their phase 2 data they presented. 10.6 letters in the combination versus 6.5. So they met their primary endpoint of a phase 2. The real primary endpoint is to sell this company. And right now it's for sale. If you've got a lot of money, they want somebody to do a phase 3 trial. I think the difficulty will be, even if you get more visual acuity, are you going to be able to find a way to mix the drugs? Probably not in an FDA legal way. And so you're basically doubling the number of shots to get here unless you think it's going to make the lesions shrink up where they don't need anti-VEGF. They have not shown that. Theoretically, that could happen. But this is certainly something in phase 2 that may get to the point where it gets less shots, we hope. Vision over time, etc. So now what we're going to do is to go to lessons from cat and